The most recent major air crash in India occurred on June 12, 2025, when Air India Flight 171, a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, leading to fuel starvation and engine failure, and has prompted global scrutiny of Boeing 787 operations and cockpit safety protocols, particularly related to the activation of the engine fuel cutoff switches shortly after takeoff. Here's a breakdown of the key factors. Cockpit voice recordings indicate confusion among the pilots regarding the fuel cutoff, with one pilot questioning the action and the other denying involvement. While initial findings point to human error, this action led to fuel starvation. One pilot questioned whether the switches had been activated, while the other pilot denied any involvement. The investigation may also look into how the aircraft's systems interacted with the human factors. However, the focus currently remains on human error and procedural lapses, as no mechanical issues have been identified so far. The authorities are also examining the possibility of any technical malfunctions or other contributing factors, especially during critical phases of flight like takeoff. As of now, human error seems to be the primary cause, particularly in handling the fuel cutoff switches. This could involve miscommunication, misinterpretation of the situation, or failure to follow standard procedures during takeoff. This indicates a potential lack of clear communication or understanding between the flight crew at a critical moment, which caused the engines to fail. The switches cut off the flow of fuel to the engines, which is critical for engine operation. The investigation remains ongoing, and no definitive conclusions have been drawn. Crashed shortly after takeoff from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport in Ahmedabad. The flight was en route to London Gatwick Airport. Tragically, all but one of the 242 people on board perished, along with 19 individuals on the ground, bringing the total death toll to 260. Preliminary investigation suggests that both engine fuel cutoff switches were manually activated shortly after takeoff. This incident marks India's deadliest aviation disaster in over a decade. The potential cause of the Air India Flight 171 crash, based on preliminary reports, points to human error, fuel starvation. Both of the aircraft's engine fuel cutoff switches were manually activated after takeoff. Confusion in the cockpit. Cockpit voice recordings suggest confusion among the pilots regarding the fuel cutoff switches. Possible pilot error. Early investigations suggest that pilot error could be a significant contributing factor. Aircraft systems and safety protocols. While the Boeing 787 has a high safety record, ongoing investigation, the investigation is still ongoing, and the final cause has not been definitively determined. This crash is a tragic reminder of how crucial it is for pilots to follow proper procedures and for cockpit communication to be clear and precise.